Alex sat alone in the small control room of his spaceship, staring at the blinking light on his communication panel. For weeks he had been traveling through empty space, exploring distant stars and strange planets. He expected nothing unusual, just another quiet mission for the Galactic Exploration Corps. But today the blinking light was different. It was a message from an unknown source. Curious, Alex tapped the screen and opened the transmission. The words shocked him. "Only you may enter, human," said the message, signed by the alien queen of the Xylarian Empire. The Xylarian Empire was known across the galaxy as a powerful and secretive civilization. No one ever got an invitation from their queen, especially not a human. Alex leaned back in his chair, his mind racing. Why him? Why would the alien queen want to speak to a lone explorer like himself? He was just an ordinary human, no special rank, no famous achievements. And yet this message was clear. Only he was allowed to enter her domain. He looked out the window into the endless blackness of space. Was this a trick, a trap, or was it a chance of a lifetime? After a moment of thought, Alex made his decision. He would go. Whatever the reason, he had to find out what the alien queen wanted. He prepared his ship for the long trip to the Xylarian Citadel, the queen's homeworld and fortress. The Citadel was a place of legend, a massive structure of strange shapes and glowing lights, floating above a purple gas giant. Many explorers had tried to reach it, but few had returned. It was said that the queen ruled with wisdom and strength, but also mystery. As his ship entered the Citadel's orbit, Alex's heart beat faster. Outside, the stars seemed to shine brighter. The huge structure glowed softly, almost welcoming him. Suddenly, a fleet of ships appeared, blocking his path. Alex's hands moved quickly on the controls. A voice came through the radio speaking in a calm, strange language. Then the message was translated. "You are expected. Follow the instructions." Alex's ship landed gently on a large platform. Around him, creatures of all shapes and sizes moved with purpose. Some looked curious, others were cautious, but none of them stopped him. The guards, tall and armored, simply nodded as he passed. Inside the Citadel, the air was warm and filled with a soft hum of energy. Walls and floors were alive with colors that changed like waves in the ocean. Alex felt as if he had stepped into a dream. And then, a voice echoed through the hall. Clear and strong, it said, "Welcome, human, only you may enter." Alex swallowed hard. The adventure he never expected was about to begin. Alex stepped off his ship onto the shining platform of the Xylarian Citadel. The ground beneath him felt smooth but alive, like it was breathing. The air smelled fresh but strange, with a hint of flowers he had never seen before. Around him, the walls of the Citadel rose high, glowing softly in colors that changed from blue to green to purple. He looked up and saw towers that twisted like giant vines reaching into the sky. Strange. Creatures moved around, but none seemed hostile. Some had long arms, others had wings, and some looked like they were made of light. Still, all eyes were on him. He was the only human here. A group of guards approached. They were tall and wore armor made of a material that looked like crystal. Their faces were calm but serious. One stepped forward and spoke in a language Alex didn't understand. Then a small device translated it into perfect English. "Follow me. The Queen awaits." Alex nodded and followed them through the huge doors. Inside, the halls were even more amazing. The walls shimmered like water and soft lights floated in the air like tiny stars. The floor was smooth glass that showed deep layers of the Citadel below. As they walked, Alex felt a mixture of fear and excitement. Who was this alien queen? What did she want from him? He had so many questions, but he knew now was not the time to ask. After a few minutes, they reached a large room at the center of the Citadel. The room was round and filled with soft light. In the middle sat the alien queen. She was taller than any human, with smooth, pale skin that seemed to glow faintly. Her eyes were large and bright like polished gems. Her hair floated around her head, moving gently as if underwater. She wore a robe made of shifting colors, beautiful and strange. Alex felt small standing before her, but the Queen's voice was calm and kind. "Welcome, Alex," she said in perfect English. "I have watched your kind for many years. You are unique among the beings of the galaxy." Alex blinked in surprise. "Why me? Why did you send the message only to me?" The Queen smiled softly. "Because humans are special. You have qualities that no other species has. Creativity, courage, and the ability to change. These qualities are needed now more than ever." Alex's mind raced. What could she mean? Change what? And why did she choose him? "The galaxy is in danger," the Queen continued. "Ancient forces are rising. Old enemies are ready to fight. Again. We need someone who can bring hope and new ideas." Alex swallowed hard. He was just one man, but the Queen's words made him feel important in a way he never had before. "Will you help us, Alex?" she asked. He took a deep breath and nodded. "Yes, I will." The Queen's smile grew brighter. "Good. Your journey is only beginning." Alex looked around the room again. Outside the windows, the stars shone like diamonds, and the future seemed full of unknown possibilities. Alex stood in the glowing room, the light wrapping around him like a gentle wave. The alien Queen's eyes studied him carefully, full of wisdom and calm. For a moment, silence filled the space, heavier than the quiet in deep space. Finally, the Queen spoke again. "Alex, you are here because your species carries a power others do not understand." Alex frowned. "What kind of power?" The Queen smiled softly. "Your creativity, your spirit, and your will to change. These are rare gifts. Many races are strong or fast, but humans can dream and make those dreams real." Alex felt a strange pride mixed with doubt. "I'm just an explorer. How can I help with whatever danger you speak of?" The Queen's gaze grew serious. "Long ago, your people helped create peace in this galaxy. But over time, that history was lost. Now old enemies rise again, threatening to bring war and destruction." Alex's mind raced with questions. What enemies? What kind of war? The Queen stood slowly and walked toward a large window that looked out into space. Below, stars moved gently, and distant ships glowed like fireflies. "There is a group called the Drakari," she explained. "They want to control all planets, with fear and force. They have powerful weapons and dark ambitions. If they succeed, many worlds will fall." Alex swallowed hard. The stories he heard about the Drakari as a child were terrifying, but he never thought they would become real again. "But why me?" he asked. "Why send an invitation to one human?" The Queen turned back to him. "Because humans think differently. You find new ways when others see only problems. We need that fresh view to stop the Drakari." She reached out her hand, and the walls around them shifted. Suddenly, images appeared in the air, holograms of battles, strange ships, and distant planets. "These are the places under threat," the Queen said. "And this is your chance to help. You will meet others who want peace too. Together, you might change the course of the future." Alex looked at the images and felt a strange mix of fear and hope. Could one human really make a difference? The Queen's voice softened. "I will give you the knowledge you need and protect you while you are here. But your journey will not be easy." Alex nodded. "I understand. I'm ready to try." Suddenly, a soft sound echoed through the chamber. The Queen smiled again. "Good. You will meet the Council soon. They will test your heart and mind. But remember, you are not alone." Alex took a deep breath and felt a new determination growing inside him. This was no longer just an exploration mission. It was something greater, a mission that could change the fate of the galaxy. As the Queen moved toward the door, she turned and said, "Rest now, Alex. Tomorrow, your real trial begins." Alone in the chamber, Alex looked out at the stars once more. The unknown future awaited him, but he was ready to face it. The next morning, Alex woke up in a soft bed inside the Queen's chambers. The room was quiet except for the gentle hum of the citadel around him. His mind was full of questions, but one thing was clear. Today, he would face the council. After a simple breakfast of strange but tasty foods, a guard came to escort him. Alex followed silently through long corridors that twisted and turned like a maze. The walls seemed to glow, lighting their path with a soft blue light. Finally, they reached a large chamber filled with beings from many species. Some had scales, some fur, and others looked like light made solid. The council sat in a circle, their faces serious but curious. A tall alien with silver skin stood up and spoke, his voice calm but firm. "Alex, we have heard much about humans. Now, we will see what you are truly made of." Alex felt a nervous excitement. The test was not about strength or weapons. It was about who he was inside. The first challenge was a puzzle. Strange shapes floated in the air, glowing softly. Alex needed to arrange them to create a path for a light beam. He focused, using his creativity and patience. Slowly, he solved the puzzle and the light shone brightly. The council nodded in approval. Next came a test of courage. Alex was shown a hologram of a dangerous situation, a planet threatened by a deadly storm. The hologram asked how he would save the people there. Alex thought quickly. "I would use early warnings and safe shelters, and I would work with others to help everyone." The council listened carefully. Then came a test of empathy. A young alien child appeared in a projection, frightened and alone. Alex was asked how he would comfort the child. Without hesitation, he spoke gently, imagining the child's feelings and offering kindness. The council members whispered among themselves, impressed. Finally, a test of morality. Alex was shown two choices: save a small group of friends or a large group of strangers during a crisis. The council wanted to know what he would do. Alex paused but answered honestly, "I would try to save as many as I can, but I would not abandon my friends. I would find a way to help both." The council remained silent for a moment. Then, the tall alien smiled. "Your answers show wisdom beyond your years. You think with your heart and mind." Alex felt relief and pride. These tests were more than challenges. They were lessons about what it means to be human. The Queen entered the chamber quietly. She smiled at Alex. "You have done well, but this is only the beginning." Alex nodded. "I want to learn more. I want to help." The Queen's eyes shone with hope. "Then prepare yourself. Soon you will meet others who share your goal. Together, you will face great dangers." As Alex left the chamber, he felt stronger. The council had tested his spirit, and he had passed. The journey ahead was uncertain, but for the first time, Alex believed he could make a difference. After passing the council's tests, Alex was led to a new part of the citadel, a large room filled with beings from many worlds. This was where those who wanted peace and change gathered in secret. Alex felt both nervous and hopeful. A tall, blue-skinned alien named Vera stepped forward. Her eyes shone with kindness but also strength. "Welcome, Alex. We have been waiting for you." Alex nodded. "Thank you. I want to help stop the Drakari and bring peace." Vera smiled. "You are not alone. Many here share your wish. But we must be careful. The Council's enemies watch us closely." As Alex looked around, he saw aliens from different planets, each with their own story. Some were warriors, others, scholars. Despite their differences, they all wanted to stop the coming war. Vera began to explain the problem. "The Drakari are growing stronger. They have secret bases and powerful weapons. Our hope is to unite the galaxy against them." Alex listened carefully. "How can we do that when so many species fear each other?" "Trust is hard," Vera said, "but you humans have a way of bringing people together. Your creativity and courage give us hope." Suddenly, an alarm sounded. The room's lights flickered. A hologram appeared, showing a fleet of Drakari ships moving closer to the citadel. "We must act fast," Vera said. "They plan to strike soon." Alex's heart raced. This was real. The danger was near. Vera turned to him. "We need someone to sneak into the Drakari's base and find their plans. We believe your skills will help." Alex hesitated. "I'm just one person. How can I do that?" Vera placed a hand on his shoulder. "You are not alone. We will support you. Together, we can succeed." Alex took a deep breath. "All right, I'll do it." The group quickly prepared for the mission. Alex learned about the Drakari's secret base on a nearby moon, guarded by advanced technology and fierce soldiers. That night, as Alex reviewed the plans, he thought about the strange friends he had made. These aliens were very different, but they believed in the same goal. For the first time, Alex felt part of something bigger than himself. The next day, he slipped away under the cover of darkness, his small ship moving silently toward the Drakari moon. As he approached, the moon's surface was covered in dark towers and glowing weapons. Alex's nerves tightened. This was dangerous, but the hope of peace gave him strength. He landed quietly and began his mission, using all his skills, to avoid guards and security. Inside the base, he found a room filled with holographic maps and secret codes. Suddenly, a voice echoed. "Who's there?" Alex froze. His heart pounded as footsteps approached. But instead of fear, he felt determination. He had to succeed. For the galaxy. Alex held his breath as the footsteps came closer. Suddenly, a figure appeared, a tall, slender alien with sharp eyes. But instead of attacking, the alien whispered, "You shouldn't be here." Alex blinked. "Who are you?" The alien looked around nervously. "My name is Jara. I am part of a secret group inside the Drakari who want peace too. We help those who oppose the war." Alex felt a mix of surprise and relief. "You're against the Drakari?" Jara nodded. "Yes. We hide important knowledge. Here, in a hidden library. It contains truths about the galaxy and about humans. You must see it." Jara led Alex through hidden tunnels beneath the base. The air grew cooler, and soft lights lit the way. Finally, they entered a large room filled with glowing books and holographic records. "This is the hidden library," Jara said softly. "Few have seen it. It holds the history of many worlds, including yours." Alex's eyes widened. He approached a glowing book with human writing. "How is this possible?" Jara smiled. "Long ago, humans helped build peace across the galaxy. Your people shared knowledge, ideas, and hope. But over time, those stories were lost or hidden." Alex ran his fingers over the pages. The stories told of humans and aliens working together to stop great wars. It was a past he never knew. "But now the Drakari want to erase this history," Jara warned. "They fear the truth because it can unite everyone against them." Alex felt a new sense of purpose. "We have to share this knowledge. It could change everything." Jara nodded. "Yes, but first we must escape. The Drakari will soon search for you." Alex quickly copied important records onto a small device. They hurried back through the tunnels, careful to avoid guards. Outside, Alex's ship waited. As he lifted off, he looked back at the dark moon. The secret knowledge was safe for now, but the fight was far from over. Returning to the citadel, Alex showed the hidden library's records to the Queen and the Council. Their eyes shone with hope and surprise. "This changes everything," the Queen said. "Humans have a greater role than we knew." Alex felt proud but also aware of the danger ahead. The Drakari would not give up easily. "We must use this knowledge wisely," the Queen continued. "It can unite old enemies and bring new alliances." Alex nodded. "Then we must act quickly. The Drakari are growing stronger." The Council began planning a new strategy with Alex at the center. For the first time, humans and many alien species worked closely together. Alex thought about the hidden library's stories, the courage and hope of those who came before. He realized that now it was his turn to help write a new chapter for the galaxy. Alex stood before the council once more, the glowing records from the hidden library displayed around them. The room buzzed with quiet energy. Plans were forming, alliances growing, and hope was beginning to spread like a fire. But even as the excitement grew, Alex sensed something deeper was unfolding. The alien queen entered, her presence commanding silence. She walked slowly toward Alex, her bright eyes searching his face. "There is something I must tell you," she said softly, her voice serious but gentle. Alex nodded. "I'm ready." The queen took a deep breath. "My invitation was not just because of your creativity or courage. There is a deeper reason." Alex frowned. "What do you mean?" She looked out the large window toward the stars. "The Xylarian Empire has many enemies, and the Council has grown divided. Some seek war, some seek peace. I sent for you because I believe humans can bring balance." Alex was confused. "Balance? How?" "Humans have a rare quality, the ability to change, to adapt, and to unite. But also, humans hold a secret power that even I have not fully understood." Alex's heart quickened. "What secret?" The queen smiled mysteriously. "Long ago, your ancestors were part of an ancient alliance with many species. Together they created a device, a key to protect the galaxy from destruction." Alex's eyes widened. "A device? What does it do?" The queen explained. "It is a powerful tool hidden away to keep it safe. If the Drakari find it, they will use it to control or destroy." Alex's mind raced. "Where is it?" The queen shook her head. "That is why you were chosen. Your people's unique nature allows you to find and use this device. No other species can." Alex felt the weight of responsibility settle on his shoulders. "And what if I fail?" The queen's gaze was firm. "Then the galaxy will face a darkness worse than any before." Alex took a deep breath. "I won't fail." The queen nodded, then motioned to the council. "You will soon meet others who seek this device and who share our goal. Together you will face dangers and challenges unlike any before." Alex looked around the room and saw hope, fear, and determination in the eyes of many species. "This is more than a mission," the queen said quietly. "It is a test of who we are and who we can become." As the meeting ended, Alex stepped outside the chamber, his thoughts heavy but his spirit strong. He looked up at the stars, feeling a new purpose burning inside him. The alien queen had given him a mission that went beyond peace. It was about saving the galaxy itself. Alex knew the path ahead would be difficult and full of danger, but he also knew one thing clearly: only a human could carry this hope. The night was quiet as Alex and his new allies prepared for their mission to find the ancient device. The room buzzed with low voices, plans, and hope. Among the group was a trusted friend, Zilara, a skilled warrior from the planet Vexar, who had fought alongside Alex during his earlier missions. But as the team set out toward the distant star system rumored to hold the device's secret, something dark was unfolding behind the scenes. Alex couldn't shake a strange feeling that something wasn't right. Zilara, usually fierce and loyal, seemed distracted, avoiding his eyes. Yet he pushed the doubt aside. He had to trust his team. The journey to the star system was tense but uneventful. When they arrived, the group landed on a rocky planet, its surface cracked and dry. The air was thin, but the ruins of an ancient civilization stood tall, whispering secrets of the past. As they explored, Alex led the way toward the center of the ruins. Suddenly, Zilara stepped forward, her eyes cold. "I'm sorry, Alex," she said, voice low but clear. "I can't let you take the device. The Drakari promised power and safety for my people. This galaxy will never be peaceful with your plan." Before Alex could react, Zilara raised a signal device. Moments later, Drakari soldiers appeared from hidden tunnels, surrounding the team. Alex's heart pounded. Betrayed and outnumbered, the group was captured and taken to a dark fortress deep inside the planet. In the cold, dim cell, Alex sat alone, thinking of the Queen's words and the hope they all carried. His mind raced for a way out. Days passed, and Alex's thoughts grew sharper. He watched the guards' routines, learned the fortress's layout, and noticed small weaknesses. One evening, as a guard came to check his cell, Alex used a hidden skill he had learned during his training: calm words and quick thinking. He convinced the guard he had important information for the Drakari leaders. The guard hesitated, but agreed to bring Alex to the command room. There, Alex saw the Drakari leader, a tall, fearsome figure with dark armor and glowing red eyes. "You are the human the Queen sent," the leader said, voice like thunder. "Your kind may be clever, but you will fail." Alex looked the leader in the eyes. "I'm here to stop your plans. The galaxy won't bow to fear." The leader laughed. "We shall see." Back in the cell, Alex's hope had not faded. He knew his friends outside were planning to rescue him, and he was ready to fight when the time came. As he sat quietly, he promised himself, no matter what, he would not let the darkness win. After days of tense captivity, Alex was finally rescued by his allies. The daring rescue was swift and quiet, a testament to the trust and teamwork he had built. Safe once more, Alex was brought back to the Xylarian Citadel, where the next challenge awaited: the Galactic Summit. The summit was a meeting of leaders from many worlds. The fate of the galaxy would be decided here. Alex felt the weight of responsibility heavy on his shoulders as he stepped into the grand hall, filled with towering beings and intense eyes. The Queen greeted him with a nod. "This is your moment, Alex. Speak for humanity and for peace." Alex took a deep breath and stepped forward. The room fell silent. He began by telling the story of the hidden library, the ancient alliance, and the threat of the Drakari. He spoke of betrayal and courage, of hope, and the need to unite. His words were simple but powerful. Some leaders listened carefully, others doubted. A few whispered among themselves, suspicious of a human holding such influence. Then the Drakari ambassador stood and sneered. "Humans think they can lead us? They are young and weak. We are the future." Alex's eyes met the ambassador's, steady and calm. Strength is not just power or weapons. It is the will to protect, to create peace, and to change. The hall grew quiet again. One by one, leaders shared their fears and hopes. Alex spoke with patience and honesty, answering questions and calming tensions. Slowly, the icy walls of distrust began to melt. As the summit went on, alliances started to form. Old enemies shook hands, and plans for cooperation were made. But just as hope grew, a sudden alarm rang out. The Drakari had launched a surprise attack on a nearby planet. The room erupted in chaos. Leaders shouted, guards rushed to their posts. Alex felt the urgency. "We must act now, together. This is why we meet, to protect all our worlds." The Queen stood beside him. "The time for words is over. The time for action is here." Together, the leaders agreed on a plan. A fleet would be formed from many species, united for the first time in generations. Alex looked around the room, seeing determination in every face. The galaxy was ready to fight for peace. As the summit ended, Alex felt both fear and hope. The battle ahead would be difficult, but for the first time he believed in the power of unity. Outside the citadel, stars shone brightly. A new chapter was beginning, and Alex was ready to lead. The battle was fierce. Ships from many worlds moved together in perfect harmony, fighting the Drakari fleet that threatened the galaxy. Alex stood on the command bridge of the Xylarian flagship, his heart pounding with every call and order. The stars outside were alive, with flashes of light, laser beams and explosions painting the dark canvas of space. For the first time, different species fought side by side, united by hope and the dream of peace. Alex's voice was calm but firm. "Hold the line. Protect the weaker ships. We fight for all worlds, for every life." The battle pushed on for hours. The Drakari were strong and ruthless, but the alliance was stronger. Humans, Xylarians, Vexarians, and many others fought with courage and skill. At one moment, a huge, Drakari battleship charged directly at the flagship. Alex knew that if it hit, the entire fleet would be destroyed. He gave a quick command. All firepower on that ship. Focus everything. The Allied ships concentrated their weapons, and the battleship exploded in a shower of sparks. Cheers and relief echoed across the fleet. After the battle, the leaders gathered in the Citadel's Great Hall. The Drakari threat was pushed back, but the war was not over. The Queen looked at Alex with pride. You did well, human. Your courage and leadership helped save many lives. Alex smiled, feeling tired but proud. We all did it together. This victory belongs to everyone. The Queen nodded. Now we must build on this peace. The galaxy needs leaders who will work together, not fight. Alex looked out the window, at the stars. He thought about the journey, from a lone explorer receiving a strange message, to standing here as a symbol of hope. The future was still uncertain, but for the first time, it was full of promise. Humans have a saying, Alex said quietly. United we stand, divided we fall. I believe that now more than ever. The Queen smiled. Then let us stand united. As the sun rose on the Xylarian homeworld, a new dawn began, not just for one species, but for the entire galaxy. Alex knew his mission was far from over, but with new friends and allies, he was ready to face whatever came next. The stars shone bright, and so did hope.